Okay. One of the other things that's pretty common, sort of things that we want to do when we're playing around with sequences, is to set something to happen when the sequence is finished. So what we'll do, we can probably, so we've got a playback position there. Let's just maybe grab that, pop that down there, add that one there. So what we can do here is we can say finished. So we can bind event to on finished. So let's grab that one. And we want to run this before we hit play. And we're going to bind this to an event that we're going to create ourselves. So let's just go another custom event here. Add custom event. We want finished playing. And then what we do is we just drag from here. We have looked at this sort of thing previously, so this is just binding events. Pop that there. And all we might do is just do a print, just so we know something's happened. Let's just say that my sequence has finished, and maybe change that to 10 so it hangs around a little bit longer. Now the one thing I'd recommend doing here, so what we've done here is we've actually bound an event we bound an event to the onFinished event here. That's all fine. It's not a bad idea to unbind them as well. It's good practice to unbind them as you go. So what I can do here is just go drag that off again, and again finished. And you've got the selection here of unbind event on finish. So I'm just going to grab that one. We're going to pop that in there. And all you need to do is connect these up, and it's going to now unbind that event from there. Now, if it's just doing one or two, it's not really a problem. But if you're doing multiple bindings of events throughout like an entire game that goes for hours, you really want to unbind your events because you can end up with problems there. So what's going to happen now is we're going to be playing from. Let's actually change this maybe to a little bit further on. 10 seconds. The whole thing goes 5 shots of 5 seconds. Let's go 20 seconds. It's going to start at the final one. And when it finishes, it's going to print this off as well. So let's just compile, save, and hit play. And this is the event playing. And you can see up the top left-hand corner there, my sequence has finished. And we're now playing. So that's sort of a good thing to have, just say you're freezing your character, for instance, is a good way to do it. I mean, often usually when you're playing sequences, you actually freeze the character. You don't let it do anything, don't let it have any input. So one of the things you often do at the end of a sequence is you then unfreeze your character, and do any housekeeping you need to do for the game to continue on. So that's a good one to have. Right, so okay, so far so good. So we've done a few different things here with our sequence. So I'm just going to copy that, Control C, and just put in some comments. So just Control V to give it my sequence. That's fine. Let's just pop that there, and same with this one. Finish playing. Just so we've got a bit of hit C again and Control V, and maybe give them a color. Again, if I double click on here, I can copy that hex linear, Click OK, and then I'm just going to give the same color for this one. Just kind of keeps things tidy, and we know these two are related together. We could have this, I don't know, up here if you wanted to, wherever you want that to be. So all good. So that's the sort of stuff we want to do within a sequence. So we're triggering it here. We're setting a playback position. We're setting up something to happen when we finish, and then we're playing it and we're doing whatever we need to do. So this is the sort of stuff we do when we're controlling a sequence from code. So I'm going to pause here again, and we'll look at the sort of things that we can do within the sequence itself.